say a decade or 2 decades ago, when it was engineering, medical, commerce. They have It's a much more exposed generation. So, have you noticed changes in how they're making their career decisions, or in terms of trends? Have you noticed change in how they make their career? Earlier, it was limited to these silos that everybody used to think in, right? Or are we still? Do you think parents are still hung up on the engineering, medical, and
Well, I think the COVID has really changed the mindset now, because there has been across the board a sort of a mixed bag of choices that children are making today, because there's much more interest in industry. There's a lot of people who want to get into the whole understanding of commerce, because the whole entrepreneurial needs have come up, and a lot of young people are involved with creating of apps. They're involved with the business of service. The whole service industry has also taken on in a big way amongst choices that children make for careers. But I really don't know if that is what we are going to be discussing today, because in my conversations with young people, which I'm having most of the time, I think that the coronavirus has taken a sledgehammer to the Institute of Higher Education. I mean, this metaphor seems rather aggressive and rather powerful, because what it is implying right now is that the higher education right now may be a broken system. Because you see, it's not only the economics and the financial implications that I'm talking about, but there's no escaping the social and the cultural consequences, because which will dovetail into pedagogical impacts. So when children are going to select unis, or they're going to select groups, they really don't know what is it that they're wanting, because you're going to have a whole group of young people who are coming in from a joyful experience, a more human experience of learning, that is given the kind of school they have or have not had. That also is the kind of access the school has had, but yet it is coming from a completely different threshold into something which is going to be completely alien from what they imagined. So for them to grapple with this whole issue of what's the cutoff going to be? I mean, what is this cutoff business? Everybody's got 90 plus, thanks to the board. So, how do you stabilize this whole thing? I mean, there's no understand. The only certainty is the uncertainty. One doesn't even know if there's going to be a NEET exam, if there's going to be JE exam, if any of those CLAT, SAT, MAT, that, if any of that business is going to take place. And even if it takes place, who knows what are the jobs they're going to offer? Do we need engineers anymore? Is there going to be a situation where there will be a job for an engineer anymore? I mean, I think, we have to really debate that as to what these young children are going to face, not as to what they thought that they had in a career system. So that's my quick offering to what you've just asked.